Hi everyone, my name is Oxy, who doesn't know me, and here I am again with a new video about Christmas, about dressing up on Christmas. So in today's video, we will be talking with you about cozy Christmas looks. We already talked about, dressing up for Christmas parties, but then at the end of the day, we are still, spending a lot of time with family, doing some family activities. So I wanted to share with you some tips and tricks about creating cozy Christmas looks for every day to spend Christmas time with your family. And then the other day I had a conversation with my friend, and she was actually telling me that she doesn't have any presents for anybody yet. And I was wondering, like, is it the case for everybody or for a lot of people? Because I'm one of those people who actually has everything ready. But then, of course, I know that there are a lot of people out there who are buying presents last minute, who are always suffering a lot. So I was thinking I'd share with you some tips and tricks also on this topic, and would actually share the actual things that you could present, that I tried myself, that I know that are great, and that could make a really nice present for someone. Let's start. Well, so let's start maybe with Christmas cozy looks, and there are some things that you probably already know, or that you actually constantly see during Christmas period of time, on YouTube, on Instagram, all around the streets. And basically what I wanted to tell you is how to look more Christmassy, if you know what I mean. And of course, there are, well, some things that you could use, for example, patterns. Of course, all kinds of Christmas jumpers, for some reason they call it ugly jumpers sometimes, but I think it's the sweetest thing in the world. And I mean, when else can you wear it? So definitely, if you have some cute Christmas jumpers, definitely wear them. One thing that you could actually use are colors. So of course, red, green, blue, white, or light beige, but usually white, are super Christmassy looks. And then of course gold, silver, these are also great for dressing up on Christmas time. So if you wear anything with these colors, well, especially red, then of course you are already coming with this Christmas mood, and you already have something on that side. Another thing are, of course, textures. And of course, Christmas time, it's all about, cozy looks, soft looks, needs. If, for example, you are looking for some fur coats, that's also perfect time. Well, apart that it's really trendy now. But then, shearling coats, it's all about coziness, about being warm. So definitely try it out during this period of time to create this Christmas kind of mood. In terms of color, well, you can go, as red as you want, basically, or as green as you want. But then even if, red maybe is not your color, or green is not your color, don't be afraid to incorporate just smaller details like red scarf or red hat or green gloves or things like that. They will still bring this Christmas mood into your look. And then of course, patterns. So as you can see, I'm already sitting in pretty Christmassy, cozy kind of sweater. So it's not 100%, like Christmas theme sweater, but still, because all kinds of Norwegian knitted, handmade pieces are also very Christmassy and perfect for this season. So this sweater works perfectly for the occasion. And then of course, all kinds of snowflakes, snowmen, Santa Clauses, and so on and so on and so on. Feel free to incorporate them into your look to create this super cozy, super warm, comfy Christmas holiday looks. And then of course, slowly transitioning to the gifts topic. It's actually a great gift too. So if you know that person loves cozy things, cozy pieces, knitted sweaters, for example, or Christmas sweaters, or scarves, so you definitely can present something like this, especially when it comes to scarves, for example. It's something that is basically that would work for everybody, regardless of age, regardless of lifestyle. So you can be sure that the person will use it. Of course, try to opt for, as basic as possible colors, models, again, if we are talking about the person who you don't know exactly very well. And of course, if you know that the person loves red or the person loves gray, then of course it's much easier for you to choose something. Also, important thing to keep in mind that it's always a great idea to present something that the person maybe want, but this person knows that it's not quite necessary, so she or he wouldn't splurge on it. And if it is in your budget, it's a great way to actually do it for you. So that way you know that the person wants it and that they will enjoy it, and at the same time that it's something that they need, but they were not quite ready to spend that amount of money on it. Another really great present that it's would work basically for everybody are of course PJs, so pajamas are always welcomed, or any kind of homeware. That's now, especially when a lot of us spend a lot of time at home working from home, so it's definitely something that is appreciated always, I'd say. Nice, nice home set, that would be really nice, because not always people are ready to splurge on anything for home. And that's talking from experience. I've done some capsule wardrobes for home, so basically home capsule wardrobe for the people who are working from home and who still want to look nice. And of course people are struggling sometimes to spend money on a nice tracksuit or cashmere set to wear it at home, so it's definitely really nice present for someone who would need it and would actually wear it at home. So definitely consider this. And then of course really nice point to it that you can go basically with any budget, so you can find really nice pajamas even at Primark if your budget is quite small, for example, and you just want to purchase a detail for someone. So Primark, H&M have really nice pajamas, really nice home stuff, so you can definitely get something there. But then of course you can go as high as you want, splurge on cashmere and so on and so on. Then of course I cannot mention body care. It's something that also very common to present, but then of course again it also depends a lot on person's taste, what do they use. So you need to be mindful there. That's usually how I approach this topic. So I have some things that I know would work almost for everybody, or for a lot of people, at least from my environment. And this, for example, such brands as Rituals, L'Occitane, and there was another one, Veleda. So these three brands I actually love. They are on the lower side, so to say. L'Occitane is a little bit on a higher level, higher budget, but still, Rituals have amazing holiday sets or present sets. So their fragrances are of the products they have, the fragrances of the products they have are amazing, and then the products itself are really great. The creams are great, the body showers are great, scrubs are great. So definitely consider checking Rituals for nice experience also of presenting things. And then of course L'Occitane also have really nice bench of stuff. Veleda, it's a natural brand. They have a lot of nice creams also, so again it's maybe on a lower budget, so it's definitely a great way to purchase nice quality, nice products at a great price. And then of course if you are on a bigger budget, I would definitely recommend, of course, Augustinus Butter. Their products are amazing. I absolutely love all their face products. But then when it comes to the body creams, body oils, they are great, but I just don't think it's worth paying that money. But I do think, for exactly that reason, that it's a great present, because I would personally be super happy if someone would present it to me, but I wouldn't repurchase it again myself, just because I know that there are cheaper alternatives out there and as good as Agostinus Butter. But then again, if you're looking for luxurious present, if you want to impress someone, I would definitely recommend checking their brand out, because they have really nice products, very good quality, but of course that comes also at a bigger box. Another thing also is that I've noticed a lot of times that if, for example, you don't know the person very well again, and maybe you don't feel comfortable presenting, like body oil or anything like that, but you still want, to present something for the person from the skincare, I always recommend, and that's what I usually do, I go for the hand creams. So presenting a nice, luxurious hand cream is actually a great way to acknowledge, that you want to make something nice for the person, but then at the same time you don't want to go much into personal, skin products. And body cream or body cream hand cream is actually something that not everybody would splurge on. So again, Augustinus Bader has amazing hand creams. Chanel, of course, is also very famous one. So there are quite a lot of options out there that you can check and that I'm sure will make an amazing impression on the person who will receive this gift. Then of course, a lot of times, I don't know if that happens to you, but a lot of times I do receive as a present makeup products, for example. I do like also present makeup products. Here you need to be a little bit more mindful because, you know, it's quite personal, so I would definitely suggest knowing your audience, who this present will be for. So usually I choose makeup products for my close friends who I know they would like this or that thing in particular. And for makeup products, I think like the most presented piece of makeup product is usually eyeshadows, which is to me is a little bit of a risky game because of course you need to know exactly what eyeshadow shade suits to the person. Do they use eyeshadow? So what I usually opt for is actually lip glosses or lipsticks, and they're usually, you know, as natural as possible, as natural as possible. So maybe light, you know, light colors or red colors, or again, if I know that the person loves lipsticks, for example, then of course I can go with something more specific. And then another product that I actually like presenting very often is actually mascara or nail polish, but then just in case that I know that this person does her nails herself, or you know, they don't use permanent nail polish. Of course, I cannot mention all kind of stationery pieces, you know, all kind of notebooks, books itself, especially, you know, if you know that the person loves reading, or if you know that the person loves having these beautiful editions of some special books. And again, they are pretty pricey, so even if you might want it, you know, you might not always buy it. So definitely consider purchasing something, you know, nice edition of this or that book, and I'm sure it would make a really nice present. And then another thing that is actually really great is all kinds of subscriptions. I actually had received as a present last year a subscription for flowers, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's a really great present, you know, to, well, to brighten up the person's life, so to say. So you definitely can check. There are so many subscriptions right now. You can go with basically almost everything, subscribing for everything, like for coffee, wine, flowers, you know, you just name it. So definitely a really nice way to go with a present, and any kind of experiences, you know, tickets to the concerts, booking some restaurant dinners and so on, of course, would also make an amazing present, especially for the people who, you know, are not, you know, appreciating physical presents and they would actually prefer some experience. So that's it. I hope you liked it. I hope it was useful. Please give it a like if you did like a video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and see you in my next video.